Hello, this is Opinion Radar, and if you're anything like me, a mom juggling schedules, snacks, and the endless quest for screen-free activities that actually hold your child's attention, then you're going to want to hear about this one. Today, I'm sharing my honest take on the Dan&Darci Easter egg squishy painting kit, a colorful little craft that caught my eye with its promise of creativity, mess-free fun, and something I didn't even know we needed: glow-in-the-dark squishies. Priced at just $13, it looked like an easy win for a quiet afternoon. But I'll admit, I didn't expect it to become a full family event. As a parent, I'm always on the lookout for activities that spark joy without requiring a PhD in prep work, and this kit claimed to deliver. So, I grabbed it on a whim, ready to see if it was truly worth the shelf space and the inevitable cleanup. Let me tell you how it really went. So, I recently picked up the Dan&Darci Easter Egg Squishy painting kit for my daughter as a little after-school activity, and honestly, it turned into such a fun bonding experience for both of us. We didn't know what to expect at first. I'll admit I was a little skeptical about whether it would be too complicated or just another messy craft we'd regret starting. But from the moment we opened the box, everything felt really thoughtfully put together. It comes with 6 squishy molds shaped like Easter eggs, paint pots, brushes, glow-in-the-dark powder, and easy-to-follow instructions. My daughter is 8, and she was beyond excited to get started. What I loved most was how quickly she could dive in without needing me to do everything for her. It's one of those rare crafts that actually feels doable for kids, but still fun enough for adults to want to join in. I could tell she felt proud working on something she could mostly do herself, and that's huge for building confidence at this age. One of the standout things about this kit is just how engaging it is from start to finish. You begin by mixing the paint with the squishy powder, which honestly feels like magic, especially when you add that glow-in-the-dark element. My daughter couldn't stop giggling when she saw her egg light up under the covers after bedtime. The colors are vibrant, and while the kit gives you a few base shades, you can mix them to create your own unique combinations. We made a deep purple that looked almost royal, and she insisted on naming it Queen's Egg. It was adorable. The best part? It doesn't take hours upon hours to complete. You pour the mixture into the mold, let it set for about 15 minutes, pop it out, and you've got your squishy. The whole process took us less than an hour from start to clean up, which is perfect for days when attention spans are running low, or you need a quick win in the fun activity department. Now, I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't mention that yes, it can get a little messy. I learned that the hard way on our first try. We didn't lay down any paper, and well, let's just say the table got a colorful upgrade. But honestly, that's kind of part of the charm. This is a craft, not a surgical procedure. Mess comes with the territory. Once I put down some old newspaper and had a damp cloth nearby, it was smooth sailing. I definitely recommend doing this at a table that's easy to wipe down, and maybe even have your kids wear an apron or old clothes. Other than that, there's not much prep involved. The kit includes everything you need, so no last-minute store runs for supplies. It's totally self-contained, which makes it super convenient for spontaneous crafting, or even as a birthday party activity where you don't want to overcomplicate things. I also appreciate how it encourages creativity without being overwhelming. With some kits, there are so many steps or parts that kids lose interest halfway through. Not this one. The directions are clear, the process is intuitive, and the end result is something they can play with afterward. My daughter still plays with her squishies daily. They're soft, satisfying to squeeze, and just the right size for little hands. Plus, they double as cute little decorations on her nightstand. I didn't expect them to hold up this well over time, but even after a week of constant squishing, stretching, and bedtime cuddles, they still look great. And let's be real, when a toy survives more than a few days with an 8-year-old, it's doing something right. That said, I will admit it's not completely perfect. We did have one squishy that didn't come out of the mold quite right. It tore a little at the edge. It wasn't a big deal to us, but I can see how it might be disappointing for a younger child who's really excited about their creation. I think the trick is in how evenly you pour the mixture and how you handle the unmolding. We were a little too eager the first time, and I think that's what caused the issue. Now we wait a bit longer and gently wiggle them out, and it's worked much better. Also, the glow in the dark powder tends to sink to the bottom if you don't stir constantly, so you really have to keep mixing it in. I'd say use just a pinch. It goes a long way, and it's more effective when distributed evenly. Don't dump the whole packet like we did at first. What surprised me most is how much my husband and even our 12-year-old got into it too. I thought it might be too young for them, but they both sat down during the next round and made their own squishies. My son went for black and neon green, very on brand, and my husband tried to make a marble effect that actually turned out pretty cool. It's rare to find something that truly spans age groups like that. It's not just a kid thing, it's a family thing. We ended up having our own little squishy showcase at the end, comparing textures, colors, and glow levels. It turned into an unexpected game night, which I wasn't mad about. Honestly, for $13, that's a solid investment in family fun and screen-free time. So, would I buy it again? Absolutely. Even with the minor hiccups, it brought so much joy and creativity into our home. It's great for birthdays, rainy days, holiday themed crafts, or just because. It's also a thoughtful gift, affordable, fun to unwrap, and actually fun to use. I love that it lets kids explore color, texture, and cause and effect in a playful way. And at the end of the day, they get a soft, squishy keepsake they made themselves. That's priceless. I'd say go in with the mindset that it's a craft. So embrace the mess, be patient with the drying time, and don't rush the process. If you do that, you're in for a really sweet, colorful, and surprisingly satisfying experience. My daughter still asks, when can we make more squishies, Mom? And honestly, I think that says it all. If you're ready to squish the boredom and spark some colorful family fun, grab your kit and let the creativity flow. Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed our squishy adventure and subscribe for more hands-on, kid-approved crafts every week. Let's make messes, memories, and maybe a glowing egg or two together